Welcome to The Newsworthy, all the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Thanks so much for listening today. We are talking about President Trump's visit to Vegas and new details about the shooter's girlfriend. Plus everything else you need to know, from a football star's controversial statement to some new Google gadgets. And much, much more, all in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Thursday, October 5th. You ready? Let's do this. All right, we start today with some new details about the mass shooting in Las Vegas Sunday night. The shooter's girlfriend says she had no idea. Reuters reports she released a statement through her lawyer saying Stephen Paddock never did or said anything that would have warned her. She also says her heart breaks for those who lost loved ones. And remember that $100,000 Paddock apparently transferred to the Philippines? His girlfriend says it was for her to buy a house for her and her family. She claims she thought it was a sign he was breaking up with her. Also, President Trump was in Vegas yesterday. NPR says he went to a hospital and met with victims and medical staff and thanked first responders. He invited some of them to the White House and said they inspire us to show more love every day. The big question, though, is still, why did this happen? What was the shooter's reason? Investigators are still hoping to get insights from his girlfriend. They say it would have been hard for Paddock to do this all alone, though they admitted we may never fully understand the motive. There's another controversy between the White House and a news organization. NBC News reported Secretary of State Rex Tillerson was thinking of leaving the Trump administration, that he wanted to resign this past summer. The report also said he called President Trump a moron. But Tillerson is saying not true, and President Trump got involved, criticizing NBC on Twitter. NBC News is standing by its reporting. A big move forward for self-driving cars. Reuters says some lawmakers just gave the green light to a bill that would help get driverless cars on the road faster. And it looks like this bill is on track to get more approval and possibly become law. So, many car and tech companies are doing a little happy dance right now, but it's still a complicated issue. When will the technology truly be ready to share the road with human drivers? GM says its self-driving cars were involved in several minor crashes last month in California, so some auto safety groups are urging caution. Some people are calling a pro football star sexist. Here's what happened. A female reporter asked quarterback Cam Newton a football question about routes, which is a football term. Newton is a quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. He smiled and called it funny to hear a woman ask about that. That didn't go over well. USA Today says there was an awkward silence in the press room, and the reporter made it clear she wasn't happy when Newton wouldn't apologize. Later, though, the Carolina Panthers said Newton does regret it, and the NFL called his comments wrong and disrespectful. All right, a quick look at what's happening around the world. 3 American troops were killed during an ambush in Africa. 2 more were hurt. We don't know a lot about what happened, but CNN reports the special forces were attacked yesterday in Niger. American troops are in Niger to help fight terrorism. It was one of those speeches that could make or break her career. At time, Britain's Prime Minister Theresa May wanted to make a strong speech to regain authority. But the New York Times says instead, a bunch of things went wrong. First, she was targeted by a prankster, then she was coughing and her voice gave out. Then, yeah, there's more. The letters spelling out a slogan on a display behind her started falling off. Supporters said it only helped to humanize her, but critics worried about her ability to lead their political party during a fragile time. Other things people may be talking about today: a congressman from Pennsylvania says he's not running for re-election. Why? Well, it comes after Politico reported Representative Tim Murphy urged his mistress to get an abortion. There are text messages and everything. And the catch is, he's part of a pro-life group in Congress. Murphy admitted to having an affair and apologized. He says the move to step down came after talking with his family and staff. Google just announced a bunch of new gadgets. We're talking 2 new smartphones, a laptop, wireless headphones, and 2 smart speakers. A lot of the buzz right now seems to be about this cool new feature with Google's wireless headphones called Pixel Buds. It works with the Google Assistant, and get this, you can use them to essentially have a conversation in multiple languages. What you say gets translated, and then when someone else says something, it gets translated back to you right into your headphones. Business Insider has the full breakdown of all the new products, so check it out in today's show notes on thenewsworthy.com. All right, this is a list you hope your city is not on. The worst traffic in the world. Business Insider says Los Angeles ranks number 1. Surprise, surprise. 3 other American cities crack the top 10: New York, San Francisco, and Atlanta. The report says all this time in traffic costs about $300 billion in gas and time every year. $1 margaritas, also called Dollaritas. Yes, BuzzFeed says it's a real thing and that Applebee's is offering Dollaritas all month long. And not just for happy hour. It's all day, every day for the rest of October. So you can get your drink on, responsibly of course, for cheap. And that's it. You were all caught up. If you want to read more about any of the stories I talked about today, just head on over to thenewsworthy.com and look for today's show notes. All the links to each story will be right there for you. I so appreciate you listening and subscribing, and feel free to find me on social media and say hi. Just search Erica Mandy. All right, until tomorrow, have a great day.